Tiger Auctions channel. I have been, excuse me, I have been kind of dormant the last bit. I've had a lot of other things other business things to do, and but this morning, I really wanted to do something here because there is some really, to me, there's some really good auctions coming up here in the next 2 weeks, and so depending on your a timing is really the most important, more than money, because you can have all the money, but if you can't get there to get your stuff and it's, all those things, and then it's money, space to set your stuff, things. I know we all don't think like each other, but I know we if you're in the resale business, we're going along the same lines. We're looking at money. So the first one here that I want to touch base on is on Bid Spotter, and okay, all right. So let me get to the page here. Is a company called Dynamite um, Clothing here out of Hilliard, Ohio. Up, it's Columbus, right? Just up on the northeast side, and I go by there a lot. I mean, they're not too far from where I do my pickups with Fast Track. So here, they it's a tie dye place, and so they sell. I guess they make this stuff up for people. You get bulk orders, all the stuff you're going to see out at the flea markets or whatever. These guys, they're probably the guys that are going to make it, right? You know, so we'll see what comes up. But so wanted to just scroll through real quick here. Um, Washers, because well, I guess you got to wash your tie dyes, right? You don't want to bleeding out on the customers. Um, Here's a tie dye machine I've never seen. Um, I think these are probably all custom made. Um, so they're it's a screen printing, and they just got it. So they got it set up with their tie dye colors and prints, so they can have a line of clothing that's the same, right? So that's pretty cool. Not sure. I think it'd be, if you're looking at screen printing, that'd be cool, but that's got to be a big setup, man. I'm telling you right now, that's got to be a big setup. Um, Shelving. Oh, okay. Sorry, I gotta let this set when I skip back. Uh, Shelving, lots of shelving. So shelving these days is nothing. Now I'm gonna tell you, I like these two little man lifts. Those would be cool to get. Um, a mini print machine. You got my attention on this one here. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up and see what it is. I just don't. If you don't understand, obviously these days we got click and copy and paste, right? So here you got some of the bigger genie lifts. Oops, let's get back on track here. Here's a couple big heat presses, right? Here's some robotic arms. Um, I don't know. Okay, here's your scissor lifts, um, dock plates, shrink wrap. Here's your dryers, because when you do printing, you gotta let it set out for overnight or something. So, or you run it through a nice dryer, which they obviously have here. A color press. Okay, I'm not interested in none of that stuff. Sorry. Um, Clothing carts. This one looks a bit dirty for clothing carts. The other look clean, but hey, polycarbonate. You got some big totes here. Now those are on wheels. Those are carts. Racks. Those racks. I don't know. Prices are okay, but aluminum sheets, specialty machines. I'm not into that stuff. I'm not trying to find people. No, Not trying to find buyers for that stuff. That's just way too difficult. I mean, they got a real lot of really good machinery. Here, like this brand new robot right there. There you go. Um, so they got these robots here, sign enclosures. I'm curious about them. This is a big 16 arm screen printing press. I don't, okay. Um, Aluminum forming, I'm guessing that's how they make their screens for screen printing. Stuff I don't understand. Dust collector, yep. Uh, Screen frames, processing, okay, yeah, whatever. That's a cool cart right there. Um, Snowblower, of course, you live up in Columbus, you're going to get snow. Um, Doo doo, banding equipment, hydraulics, heater. Okay, whatever that is. There's a big motor, buddy. I could looking at that thing. You're gonna need a forklift. Um, I mean, this is one, like anybody. We're going through these auctions. We're only looking for things that appeal to us. We're not, some auctions are just really good like that, and some aren't. Um, a pipe threader. Okay. So these guys, they got a nice little tool shop here. Um, Contents of the shelves. That's what I'd be looking at this stuff more than I don't want the shelving. That's heavy. Um, everybody's got shelving out there. With facility that's closed, you got so much shelving. Shelving is just dirt cheap. It is literally $1 dime a dozen, whatever. Um, their office furniture does not appeal to me. The baskets, the totes, none of that appeals to me. Cardboard, no. Um, they got some nice carts, but I just don't need them. Drum holders. Here's some content stuff. Um, there's something I'm looking at, so I can't comment on it. Um, Well, actually, here you go. This is my hit for the day. This is 24 boxes of hoodies and shirts. There's samples. So I'm curious to see what I can use so I can promo for myself. It's at 200 bucks right now, so that's not a bad deal. Um, Now, what they do got is they have about 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 15. They got 16 lots of clothing. These are shirts that are tie dyed up. I'm guessing they just weren't perfect, So, I'm looking at some of this as well. You go to the flea market, if you got the right price, you'll move them puppies real fast. And let's see here. Okay. Lunchroom, picnic tables, microwaves, lockers, more pallet racks. Um, let's see what else you got here. I looked at the first bit. I did not look at the second. Um, yeah, this does not include the contents. Um, yeah, and I'm good on pallet racking. Let me tell you. Um, Cubicles, nope. Businesses that went out, they left. They scattered that stuff from here to China and back about 5 million times. Monitors. So if you're looking for a nice monitor, here you go. Don't ask me. I'm not getting them. Zebra label machines. Now those got some value. Um, I think if they're the bigger ones like this, um, I'd never messed with them, but I see them go on auction for big money. Um, chairs. See, do we have any steel case in this? These could be the steel case task chairs, but they're not. Um, they're not what I'm looking for. Let's say that. Oops, did you get? Okay. All right. Other chairs? Nope. Um, some office space stuff. I don't get it, but okay. Miscellaneous office stuff. If you know what you're looking for, here's some projectors. Not really big on them, so can't tell you a whole lot. I got some furniture there. People could take a nap. A bean bag. Okay. Okay. The break room stuff. Eh, there's a Goodman AC unit. Garage door. Drum. Uh-oh. More hoodies. Hoodies. Tie-dye hoodies. Dude, I'm all in on this. There's even more than I thought. I'd be more interested in these. Dang, that's a lot. Wow. So I'm going to have to be paying attention. This is 30th. This is 27, 28. This is Tuesday. So guess what I'm going to be doing Tuesday? I'm going to be watching this auction. Man, that's a lot of hood. I have to come back and check them. That is, man, pallets and pallets and pallets of this stuff. Lord have mercy. This is where you break the bank, people. Let me tell you. I've been selling my old. I'm trying to rid all my old stuff. Wow, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't know if they want to have a bunch of this or not, but obviously they do. So this is a wow. Let me tell you, this is a wow crap. Um, man, more crew neck sweatshirts, sweatpants. I bet the sweatpants are gonna go for a dime, and the shirts are gonna go for $1, something like that. 8 boxes. Oh, I'm in. Oh man, I'm in hoodie heaven. Man, let me tell you. Holy cow. Those are some killer hoodies right there. 8 boxes. Wow, that's cool. I'm in. So I want everybody to stay away, but I'm going to tell you about it, and then I'm going to tell you to stay away. Wow, that is a lot. Holy crap. Body suits, 18 months. Huh. Wow. Huh. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Hmm. Wow, that's a lot. Usually when I'm silent, it's because it's bad and I'm looking for stuff to say. Now I'm just kind of, I'm overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie, man. That is, ooh, tiger claw pal like that. That's I need that stuff. I need those. Hmm. Mm. Wow. This is what I'm looking for right here. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I'm looking for. Um, man. Wow. Wow. Oh wow. Huh. Ooh, I like that. Man. Mm. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one man, that's one nice auction. We got 15 minutes on that. I'm going to cut off here and I'm going to hit these other auctions. I'm just going to make them their own because this one was I think this one was just worth it. All right. So thank you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Uh, stop.